Hey friends, hope you're doing well. Welcome to another episode of Magical Monday Moments. Well, today we're going to talk about one of the very key parts of our daily routine or daily habit, which is crucial, but we somehow don't pay much attention to it. And I'm talking about sleep time. Friends, sleep time has truly been referred to as repair time or healing time. Now tell me, have you ever felt tired, exhausted? You woke up to the sound of the alarm clock in a jolt and quickly rushed out of your bed, and you've been doing this almost on a regular basis because you were getting late for work. You felt like sleeping through or sleeping for just another 10 or 15 minutes because that was like the most sound sleep that you were getting, and you come back home after an all day of exhausting work feeling tired, exhausted, only to go through that routine again. Now, if that is what you're experiencing, I can tell you, you need to work on your sleep hygiene. Now, that's a word that is being commonly used, and it refers to not only the quantity of sleep that you're getting, that is, it could be whatever number of hours, but also the quality of sleep. It's the quantity and the quality. And what research is showing is that you need, an average adult needs about 6 to 8 hours of good quality sleep. And we'll talk about this a little bit more in terms of what are the things that you can do in order to improve your sleep quality in this video in a moment. But I guess what is very important is that if you are not getting this, that sleep is a very crucial part of repairing and healing whatever your body is going through during the day, you are never going to achieve lasting success in whatever endeavors you are doing when it comes to your physical and mental health. Now, lack of sleep does really a lot of damage to our system. Besides feeling just tired and exhausted, I can tell you when an individual is exhausted and because of not getting proper sleep, they lack self-discipline. They are constantly struggling to exercise willpower, no matter when it comes to matters related to their health, whether they are on a diet or on a routine, or they are on an exercise schedule, or whether it comes to their work related commitment. So they'll struggle to exercise self-discipline. And what happens is, especially when you are looking at sleep in context of weight loss programs, I can tell you that sleep, or lack of sleep I should say, causes this subtle level of stress to build up in the body, which causes the stress hormones to be constantly elevated. And when these stress hormones are constantly elevated, the body goes for quick sources of energy when it comes to food preferences. And you go for sugars, those ice creams, looking for caffeine and nicotine and those kind of things which are stimulants to the body, so that they continue to stimulate you enough to continue to function during the course of your day. Most importantly, the sleep deprivation, and this has been proven in several studies, it causes a significant disruption of your hormonal system. The hormones in the body not only regulate your metabolism, but also are related to controlling your hunger and appetite. The ghrelin and the leptin hormones that are the ones that I'm specifically referring to, which are involved in your appetite regulation mechanisms. Now, there could be several other hormones, but science understands these at the moment, that sleep causes a dysregulation of these hormones, causing you to not only go for those sugary, unhealthy foods, but also increase your portion sizes, and the body starts to retain more and more calories, leading to weight gain. So friends, try and think about how can you develop a good sleep routine, because that will go a long way in improving your health. Here are some of my tips, and the top 3 tips is what I'm going to give you, and I generally mention this by a mnemonic of 4, 2, and 1. What does that mean? That means that 4 hours before you are going to sleep, try and make sure that you're not taking any caffeinated drinks, preferably 6 hours, if you can avoid it. See what your body is telling you. For me, personally, after 1 o'clock in the afternoon, which is at least, 8 hours before I go to bed, I do not take any caffeinated drinks. Occasionally, if I'm really tired or if I'm looking up, had a bit of a busy day, I might go for a cup of tea in the evening, and I'm talking about an Indian chai. Basically, that's what I like. I'm a tea person, but I do like my coffee, but I generally take it before midday. So avoid caffeinated drinks for as long as you can. Number 2, try 2 hours before you go to bed, no screens, which includes iPads, computer monitors, and most importantly, television screens. So just stop that. Why? Because all these screens emit the blue light, which our brain recognizes as broad daylight, and it disrupts the production of the sleep hormone, which is called melatonin. This is a normal hormone that is produced in the body, which induces sleep. That gets the sort of production of that hormone gets disrupted. And the third thing is an hour before going to bed. I would say strongly, if you're struggling with going to bed, I tend to do this half an hour before I go into my bedroom, which is dimly lit. I have a reading light on, and I love reading my book, which is something that gradually calms me down. And then after I have finished reading my book, I generally, of course, go and say goodnight to my kids, and that takes a little longer sometimes than expected, but nevertheless, or sometimes we read together. But the important thing is that that's the best way that I've found to calm my mind. And of course, I have journaled and I have penciled my thoughts or my plans for the next day prior to coming into my bedroom, so that I have done that already, and I'm not worried about, I might forget this and I might forget that. And once I do that, my mind slowly calms down, and then I turn the lights off and I do a little meditation for about 10 minutes or so that I can have a nice, deep, sound sleep. Try this 4-2-1 method, and I'm very confident you will start to see slight improvements in your sleep in case you're having any issues. All the best, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, sleep well. Take care.